Welcome to Story Matrix. Another day, another story. Hey everyone. The Matrix has a question for you. Have you ever tried eating a clock? It's really time consuming, especially if you go for seconds. Ha 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 ha. Well, if you didn't laugh at that, the real challenge begins now. Funny animal encounters. When a zoo's gorilla dies, the zookeeper hires an actor to wear a costume and act like an ape until the zoo can get another one. In the cage, the actor makes faces, swings around, and draws a huge crowd. He then crawls across from his cage and on top of the lion's cage, infuriating the animal. But the actor stays in character, until he loses his grip and falls into the lion's cage. Terrified, the actor shouts, "Help! Help me!" Too late. The lion pounces, opens its massive jaws, and whispers, "Shut up, do you want to get us both fired?" Modern problems, modern solutions? If the 10 Commandments were written by popular websites. 1. What you need to know now about the Lord totally being God. 2. At the beginning, he had me confused, but by minute 2, I knew that I shouldn't have other gods. 3. Are you making this common mistake with graven images? 4. How I work. Read this life hack from God, your only creator. 5. She admitted to doing what, every Sunday? 6. 7 morning habits of people holier than you. 7. 37 things in your bedroom that you need to get rid of right now, like adulteresses. 8. What the government doesn't want you to know about stealing your neighbor's servants. 9. This little girl bore false witness, and the results will shock you. 10. Doctors hate her, but you shouldn't covet her. Genius or genius? Our doctor's office called to let my husband know that the results from his blood tests came back and he was just fine. That didn't suit my husband. "What's my cholesterol level?" he asked. "Mr. Green, you are just fine," insisted the nurse. "Still, I'd like you to mail me the results." A few days later, he received a postcard from the doctor's office. It read, "Mr. Green, you are just fine." Lawyer versus doctor. After practicing law for several months, I was talking with my brother, Jerry, a doctor. "My work is so exciting," I said. "People come into my office, tell me their problems and pay me for my advice." As older brothers always do, Jerry wanted to one-up me. "You know," he said, "in my work, people come into my office, tell me their problems, take off all their clothes and then pay me for my advice." Condo woes. Our 25-year-old son moved back home with an eye toward socking away money to buy a condo. We never bothered asking how long he'd planned to stay, but I got a pretty good idea when I walked into his room recently. In the corner was a milk jug with a few coins in it and a label that read, "Condo down payment." Math ain't mathing. When a patient was wheeled into our emergency room, I was the nurse on duty. On a scale of 0 to 10, I asked her, with 0 representing no pain and 10 representing excruciating pain, "What would you say your pain level is now?" She shook her head. "Oh, I don't know. I'm not good with math." Surprise turns surprise. Don't ever pay a surprise visit to a child in college. You might be the one getting the surprise. I learned this the hard way when I swung by my son's campus during a business trip. Locating what I thought was his fraternity house, I rang the doorbell. "Yeah?" a voice called from inside. "Does Dylan Houseman live here?" "Yup," the voice answered. "Leave him on the front porch. We'll drag him in later." Clever hack? One day, a woman comes into a pharmacy and tells the pharmacist that she has to buy some arsenic. The pharmacist is shocked and asks her why she needs arsenic. The woman, without hesitation, says she needs it to kill her husband. The pharmacist exclaims, "What?" The woman replies, "You heard me. I want to kill my husband." The pharmacist is shocked and asks, "Why on earth would you want to do that?" The woman says, "Because he's having an affair with your wife." To this, the pharmacist replies, "Well, why didn't you tell me you had a prescription?" Twist in the tale. My grandmother told me how she ended up marrying Grandpa. She was in her 20s, and the man she was dating left for war. "We were in love," she recalled, "and wrote to each other every week. It was during that time that I discovered how wonderful your grandfather was." "Did you marry Grandpa when he came home from the war?" I asked. "Oh, I didn't marry the man who wrote the letters. Your grandfather was the mailman." Seuss or not Seuss? If I were to die first, would you remarry? The wife asks. Well, says the husband, I'm in good health, so why not? Would she live in my house? Asks the wife. It's all paid up, so yes. Would she drive my car? It's new, so yes. Would she use my golf clubs? No, she's left-handed, replies the husband. Communication error. I tried to explain to a client why I couldn't help him with a project that was written in a programming language that I didn't know. I said to him, let's say you're asking me to write something in a specific language. Now, I'm fluent in English and Spanish, but your project is in Chinese. Since I don't understand Chinese, I'm not your best option. You need someone who is fluent in this specific language. See? He said he did and thanked me. The next morning, I got a call from my manager asking, why is our client asking us if we're fluent in Chinese? Before the Matrix reveals the final joke, we know everyone has failed the challenge. So, please subscribe to the channel and comment down below on which joke you lost it. Religious conversion gone bad? A priest, a rabbi, and a minister decide to see who's best at his job. So they each go into the forest, find a bear, and attempt to convert it. Later they get together. The priest begins. When I found the bear, I read to him from the catechism and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion. I found a bear by the stream, says the minister, and preached God's holy word. The bear was so mesmerized that he let me baptize him. They both look down at the rabbi, who is wrapped in a body cast. Looking back, he says, maybe I shouldn't have started with the circumcision. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more.